First off, I want to apologize for the late upload. After the Leaf game, going out a little bit, came home a little bit late. Just don't really want to do a whole lot. So went to bed. And here we are the next day. And Leafs did fall to the Minnesota Wild 3-2 in regulation. But you know what? They fought hard. They didn't quit. This team, I've learned, except for a couple games, they do not quit. They fight and grind and just do not give in. But Devin Dubnyk was just that much better in this game. He made some very big saves late. He smothered the puck when there was like 3 Leafs standing in front. He made some really huge saves. And the Leafs just could not get that one little bounce or deflection or something to find its way into the net. And they fall. It was a hard-fought game. People look at the box score and see 3-2 loss, and they're like, oh, the Leafs can't score. They only had 2 goals. If you watch the game, you would have noticed that there were a lot of quality chances for the Leafs. It just wouldn't go in. You listen to the shots, and I know it has to be quality over quantity. Yeah. Listen to the shots, though, because some of these were quality shots. 10-8 in the first, 10-9 in the second period, and 17-3 in the third period. The Leafs absolutely dominated the third period, but they just couldn't find a way to pot in one of the 17 shots. It's the way she goes, really, sometimes. And I think their main chance was late in the game when Ryan Suter took the penalty. Arguably their best defending player, forward and defense. And they just couldn't find a way to pot on. They had some chances, just couldn't pot it in, right? Nazem Kadri with a nice tip in front, but Devin Dubnyk makes the saves, and the rebound, no one could put it in, and it was just, But you know what? As a Leaf fan, and knowing where this team is going to be this year, I appreciate what this team is doing. Do we expect to make the playoffs? No. Do we expect them to fight each and every game? Yes, we do. They've had a couple games where they've been absolutely atrocious, but so does every team. The Montreal Canadiens lost, 10-0 or 10-1 one game. They sucked, but they're still a great team. The Leafs will have those games where they absolutely get torched. Even when they're a great team, they will have those games. But another high draft pick would not be a bad thing. The Leafs have lost 3 in a row. They're dead last in the Atlantic Division. But they're still playing very good hockey. They're still a 500 club, and we're seeing so much development out of players. And I think that's the huge part of this season, development. We want to see Austin Matthews continue to grow and get better. Mitch Marner, Nylander, kind of the same thing. Morgan Rielly, we look to see a huge step out of him. If I'm not mistaken, he's already at 14 points on the season. He's having an absolutely fantastic year. And, he's so electric, right? You have 14 points, a goal, and 14 assists. Would I like to see a few more goals from Morgan? Absolutely. But you know what? He's playing better on both sides of the puck. And you know what? I'm happy with this whole team. So let's break down it a little bit before we talk about the up-and-coming game. So, I know we lost. Jason Zucker scored his 4th. Chris Stewart scored his 4th. And Eric Stahl scored his 6th. Those are the 3 goals for the Wild. The 2 goals for the Leafs. Nazem Kadri puts the puck on the net, mainly looking for the rebound, trying to aim for the pads. Gets the rebound. Ben Smith right there to clean up the mess. His 2nd of the year. Kadri and Rielly get the assists because Rielly had the 1 assist in this game. Now, in the second period, after Eric Stahl makes it a 3-1 game, Tyler Bozak scores arguably a goal of the season so far, possibly in the future for the Leafs, candidate. It was a beautiful goal, puts the puck around Matt Dumba, and puts the backhander top corner glove side. Just gorgeous. And, in my eyes, I thought that's going to electrify the team, electrify the crowd, get everyone going. Here we go. Ow. But it couldn't form. Devin Dubnyk, again, he calmed down after the great goal and shut the Leafs down. But you know what? Do not look at Freddie Anderson and say that he's the reason we lost. Nobody can say that. Why? Because he played a great game. Statistics do not say that, but if you actually watch the game, you would have seen he bailed the Leafs out in many occasions. It could have been a 5-2 game or a 6-2 game if it wasn't for his great saves. He made a lot of big saves to keep this team in it and to keep them fighting. And they did just that. With the empty net, literally they looked like they were on the power play and didn't have an empty net. They looked very good in that stretch. A lot of teams, get too defensive on that sense when we have an empty net. But the Leafs did a very good job, and I'm happy with what this team did last night. Would I have liked to win? Oh, of course. But a hard-fought game against a very good team and a loss, I mean, it is what it is, right? We've got to move on from that. So, you know what? Like I said, let's move on. Saturday night, Leafs are in Boston to take on the Bruins at TD Garden. Every time we play them in TD Garden, it always brings back memories. But we're not going to talk about those memories because that's just a miserable topic, all right? So that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the game because it was fun, and, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. We got lots of Leafs, Raptors, and some Blue Jays content out. Hey, keep it coming. And we'll talk to you guys. Comment down below, guys, what you guys thought of the game. Leaf game. Who you guys impressed with? Who did you not really like? And we'll talk to you guys Saturday night, Leafs edition. And tonight, the Raptors edition, Minnesota Timberwolves. Wiggins is in town. And Towns is in town. Anyways, Raptors, Timberwolves tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.